Welcome back to the grind. It's been a minute since I put out a video, and I apologize for that. Sometimes life comes at you fast and kind of shakes up your schedule. But we have been putting pics out on Twitter, and we've been doing pretty well. If you've been asleep or in a coma for a while, my bad, wrong side. New York Yankees are in the World Series. We're down 0-2, but I think we can come back. Anywho, Burger, like I said, I've been putting pics on Twitter during my little hiatus, and we've done pretty well so far in the NBA season. We're 15-8 with one tie. We have already two sweeps in the season. On day two of the NBA season, we went 4-0 with that one tie. And a couple of days ago, we went 3-0. So we're back to business. I told you guys I do this NBA stuff pretty well. And then, of course, in the NFL, we're holding steady, a little up and down, but we're still profitable. So just to bring it back to the NBA, we're up almost 7 units. And then the NFL, we're still profitable above 8 units. Now we have a busy slate to cover from last night. I have 7 picks from last night. I just want to give a recap. And then I got 5 picks for you today. I got the Monday Night Football game with 2 picks. And then I hit you with 3 NBA picks. So let's recap. We had Miles Turner last night over 15.5 points. He did not get the job done. He missed 4 free throws, including a big free throw down the stretch. And that's why they ended up losing, and we lost some money there. I'm not a big fan. We took the Clippers at Golden State over 222.5. It looked like we were on track, and then like second half, things got weird. We did not get there. I think we finished around 220, 219. Very sad there because I really thought that was the lock there. Our only NBA win was OKC minus 9.5. I believe they were playing the Hawks. That was my last pick. That was the one I was least sure about, but that was the one that won. So our first losing night in the NBA was last night. Hopefully we get that out of our system and we go another 4 or 5 days straight profits. In the NFL, I think I did pretty good. I went 3-1. AJ Brown over 77.5 reception yards. He got the job done. We got paid. My loser was Breece Hall over 29.5 reception yards. He had some good opportunities. They threw the ball to him. One was a play that probably would have got us money, but it was a pass interference. There was a deflection there. There were definitely some opportunities, but it just didn't happen. We took Gibbs of the Detroit Lions over 63.5 rush yards. I think he got it done in one play. If not, it was 2 plays, and we were paid. I love the quick money. I love when I kill a line like that. I swear to you, I know this might be egotistical. When I dominate a line, let's say the guy's 50 rushing yards, and he gets like 120, I honestly feel like I'm smarter than computers and people in Vegas. I don't know how else I would assess that. When I lose bad, I'm like, shit, I was way off. So if I win big, I should feel like I was on point, more on point than the people who make the lines. Anywho, Burger, back to the fourth pick, which is almost a live pick. I put this one solely on Twitter after the original 6 picks, and that was the 49ers to cover 5.5. And they got the job done. They really did. They looked good out there last night. And we went a total of 4-3. So we made profit. With 7 picks, ideally, of course, 7-0. But 5-2 would be somewhere where I would love to land every time I put out 7 picks. But you know me, I don't like to put out that many picks. But we have 2 different leagues going, 2 different sports going at the same time. So I must, so we can make some money. But anyway, let's get to our 5 picks of the day. Starting off with the NFL, I'm taking Pittsburgh minus 6 against the Giants. Giants stink. Steelers are exceptional defense. Ever since Russell Wilson came back, their offense has kind of picked up as well. I don't think the Giants will be able to score many points. It just doesn't seem like it's in the books for the Giants team, who struggle already. And then the Steelers team, who are just, they're very dominant on the defensive end of the football. Mike Conlon, they got Pro Bowl-esque defensive players on that team. You know, their line, you know, their linebackers. It's just hard for me to imagine the Giants can score against such a solid, well-rounded defense. I see this game being like a 21-9 type of feel. I really do think Pittsburgh covers here. And then it brings us to our second pick, which is Danny Jones over 25.5 rushing yards. So Danny Jones, he's going to have to play a Steelers defense that's going to throw bodies at him. They're going to rush the quarterback. And it just feels like he's very conscious about throwing interceptions to the point where he'll tuck it and he'll run. There's really not a shot for the Giants to win tonight, so we don't have to worry about Danny Jones taking some knees at the end of the game and losing some yardage. Giants play the second most offensive plays in the league per game, and Danny Jones runs about 25% of those plays. He'll run the ball a quarter of the time, which is in the top 10% of quarterbacks in the NFL. I see today where Jones is under pressure often and early and often. He's going to be forced to scramble, and he has some legs. He's a big body. He might throw a shoulder down there. He's has a good shot at getting these 26 yards. I like the Pittsburgh pick a little bit more, but Danny Jones in a game where he's not going to have many options downfield, he'll be covered. He's going to be forced to make a move. Hopefully he stays away from some of those well-known household names, which I won't say right now because I don't want to it's like Candyman or Beetlejuice. I just don't want to mention these guys and manifest how they dominate my team. Those are my two NFL picks. Let's get to the NBA, where I love to watch and make money on. I'm taking the Spurs +3 versus the Rockets -105. Last week we took the Spurs +1.5 and they cleared. They got us some money. Now they're at home, and I like the Spurs here because of their youth. They're only going to get better. They're only going to learn from their mistakes. Pops is a great teacher. They ran over plenty of game film. The Spurs also have, when you think of Pop as one of the greatest coaches of all time, they also have one of the best point guards of all time. Very intelligent, Chris Paul. And then they have one of the most skilled big men of all time. So anytime they're playing someone where you would think they're on the same level, I'm going to give the edge to the Spurs just because I like the intangibles there. Secondly, and this is my least favorite pick of the five, not least favorite, least confident, I'm taking the Blazers +12.5 in Sacramento, taking on the 1-2 Kings, who have been rather disappointing this season. I do like them at home. I do think they win. 13 points just seems too much for a team still getting their footing. I don't think that the Blazers are as bad as they were last year. We've seen some bright spots so far. I think they had an upset recently. So I like the Blazers to somewhat keep it competitive. They're going to put up shots. If the shots fall on the road, then they fall in a tough crowd. But they have guys who love to score the ball, and they'll push some pace. And then finally, for my last pick here. Now, this might be a biased play, a guy you may have never heard of. He's my favorite rookie because he's a Laker. Dotson Connect, over 5.5 points. These low lines are tough because you'll watch the game, and I swear you just need the guy to hit one more shot for the next 3 quarters. And guys, when you bet on this low, they don't get as much playing time. Connect comes off the bench, but he is a gunner. This is just 2 shots from the field for him. He gets plays ran for him. He's a dog. He mimics the style of the coach. When the coach used to play, J.J. Redick hit a bunch of threes. So I know they're going to look for this. Key to note here, Lakers have played very well, but they played very, very hard recently. So you think of guys like LeBron and Anthony Davis who might be used to getting some rest every now and then. It's a little too early to grant them that load management. So I can see them deferring. I can see LeBron James being in his facilitator cape today. And we've seen it for 20 plus years, the drive and dish for the open 3. Fortunately for us, the guy that's going to be open for those 3s is a gunner. This kid can shoot the ball. I predict he gets about 8 to 10 points today for the season. He's played 3 games. First game 5, second game 8, last game 10 points. So we're seeing an increase. We're seeing the momentum going where we like to see it. And I think we get paid. I think we got a sweep on the NBA. Just need the Blazers to hold it down. Those are my 5 picks, man. Staying away from the parlays just because I just want to collect the money. We got the holidays coming up. I had a couple of life events pop up, which caused me not to put videos out. But it's good luck today, and let's get this money.